Hi Libra, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I hope you're doing well. Due to the fact that I was not able to actually post a set of weekly reads this time around for any of the signs, I decided I would at the very least, if I could even speak, post a 48-hour reading for you and those signs. So here we are. But as we proceed with this reading, do keep in mind it is general and it's meant to pertain to the next 48 hours for you beginning around when you're guided or drawn to this video, not just following when I post it, so apply it as you should. But with that said and done, let's begin by pulling a Divine Animals Oracle or two, and then some Moonology, and then some Tarot. Coming out for Libra, stability, Sea Turtle. The next 48, you may find yourself moving around, accomplishing, doing this and that quite slowly, but they're saying it may more so be or feel like a comfortable pace for you. There's a sense of you just simply not feeling capable. Okay, it's doable, or better wording, or you just don't feel like rushing for people or for anything. A sense of you just doing things as you should in the way you feel is necessary, best to approach this or that, and again, not rushing. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. And I feel like when it comes to you realizing this and knowing this wholeheartedly about small tasks, say work, your business, at home and running errands, think about that also in the sense of your, when it comes to a goal you wish to fulfill, wanting to see things grow, prosper, a new situation potentially. Slow and steady wins the race, and everything needs to happen sooner rather than later. Does that make sense? Remembering divine timing is at play. The Power card. So even when you're moving slowly, doing things at a comfortable pace, it's this feeling of you in a very powerful way moving towards and reaching for more stability. And I really feel like things are making you a little bit shaky, nervous, stumbles taking place, but you're feeling very powerful for the majority of the next 48. There's a sense of you having a very glowing sort of energy. Your aura is coming into play, some of which thinking about how to see an aura or two, how to enhance your glow is coming into play. I really feel like your stature, your presence, people are thinking about that, noticing that. A sense of you wanting to improve your looks and your overall well-being potentially. But I feel like there's a level of honesty that you're not applying, say, when it comes to a habit or two that is stripping away part of your well-being, your health, right? Or is potentially not leaving you looking as tip-top as you would like to. Interesting. So self-talk is coming into play. One or two more before we move on. Reliability. There's a sense of people viewing you, even if you don't recognize this to the extent you should be, people are looking at you as reliable, showing up to that job when you're needed, when you're scheduled on time, or just, so I'm hearing punctuality, or just reliable in the sense that you always show up and post on your social media or are there to talk to have a shoulder to lean on. I'm hearing the word advice. Okay, I really sense that you're somebody who gives quality advice, trusting your intuition, being experienced, knowledge coming into play. But are you feeling happy in the next 48? I want to say not completely. For some, not at all. But needing to recognize or remember the fact that you have it within your control, the experience and knowledge once again at this point along your path to apply this or that or wrap yourself up with this or that to be happy in the moment, all right? There's a sense of you, say, working a job or being in a specific location or wrapped up with whatever it may be at that moment, and it's just not making you happy for one, if not multiple reasons. But you know that there's something you could be doing or refocusing on in order to be happier, all right? It's up to you. There's also a kind of making the best until what you want more so down the line, till that comes to be. But let's move on forward. Aquarius also got this card, the observation card. I wouldn't be surprised if you were noticing a ton, little things taking your attention in the moment. I feel like at certain points that might be spirit trying to take you away from overthinking, over focusing on something else, or just maybe a conversation. But let's pull a Moonology card or two for Libra. I'm being drawn to a pregnant woman here on the happiness card, and I'm hearing giving birth to something new is on your mind. When you are continuously reminded of a location, a situation, a change that you've been thinking about or contemplating, it's spirit pushing you towards it. And I feel like even on top of that, your intuition is just very much confirming that that's the right thing for you, okay? Luck is on your side. Absolutely beautiful. But you didn't expect for this card to come out. But I feel like all the meanwhile, there's a feeling that it's not just luck, it's guidance, all right? It's a sense of you being very much backed up, protected, guided by your intuition, by spirit, maybe feeling the presence of spirit quite strongly throughout the next 48 and surrounding it. But I feel like you've been hit with a spark of luck, and it's just taking over the majority of the next 48. And there's a sense of you having a very Sagittarius kind of mindset, wanting to take a risk, but a strategic one, wanting to, in a methodical but carefree way, just go after what you want. But I really feel like it's not the right time. But Spirit's saying when the time is right, you best fulfill that and go for it, because you'll thank yourself in the end and it will leave you happy, glowing, more so in your element is what I'm getting. Let's pull one or two more before we move on to the tarot. A little bit of frustration here and there, and Spirit's saying, well, let's refocus, realign our focus towards the fact that luck is on your side. Things are working out in your favor. But whether it's yours and or someone else's, it could be multiple other people in a situation, emotions are on the rise, and it just feels like this could be weighing things down a bit. So when you have such a positive card here and then a bit of a negative kind of heavy energy there, it just feels like it's a combination of the both, it's a combination of those two in the next 48. So it can feel a little bit tricky, but you're being pushed to look at the bigger picture, because when you take a step back, you wanted what you have at this time at a certain point, rewinding back. Did you not? And you got what you wanted, or you got what you needed. And so now we need to make the best until you have something else. It feels like you're the type of energy like myself, and I am a Leo, Libra, Libra, if you're new, where you make something happen or you get a new situation, and then after a while, you desire something new or a different change or an adjustment within that situation. Does that make sense? And that's not a bad thing per se. It's you reaching for more, growing, changing, things maybe changing in that situation or two as well, probably playing into it. But they're saying, in a sense, don't take this offensively. Slow your roll. Allow yourself to stop and smell the roses and recognize that when the time is right, the time is going to be right. And you may need to save up more money or prepare in other ways. It may just not be the right time, whether you can see that or not. Say you want to start a new job or move to a new place of residence or meet that new person to date. You might find that if you were to jump into it too soon, there's something about where you're at and what you're going through that is best for you to go through in that situation or without that person. Or something about what you want to move towards that is they're needing to go through, or that situation has to just go through before you move towards it or them. Does that make sense? I know that was very wordy, but it feels like those three main situations is what pertains to the majority of which onto the reading. Anyways, your commitment is being tested. It reminds me of me getting messed with spiritually when trying to get these readings accomplished. So something's being tested, but you need to persevere and do what you know is needed, or just what you feel the need to do. But what do you need to release, my friend? All right, what do you need to release? Habits, overspending, I feel like is needing to be cut out for sure, okay? Over consuming potentially. But look at this, prosperity lies ahead. We almost done the whole reading with Oracle. But yeah, prosperity lies ahead, my friend. You need to recognize or remember this. But there's a feeling of you not being in the mood. I'm getting that from this card. You're just not in the mood at certain points, but Spirit's saying, just do what you have to do, coast, ride the waves, and you'll find that you'll thank yourself for doing so in the end. The Ace of Swords, the Chariot, and the Page of Wands. Motivated, thinking about the whirlwind of your mind coming into play in regards to you thinking about something new, more for yourself, wanting to continue to do what you have to do, but wanting things to pick up in pace. But again, just allow for things to progress as they're meant to. This kind of giving that release energy as well, once again, where some of which need to, whether it's due to energy, spirituality, a situation, all that's on your plate, and needing to release the pent up energy within. You may need a good workout, a good walk, something of the sort. Wow, the energy from the air conditioner just startled me. Things like that are going to happen to you where you're feeling very sensitive at certain points. Other points you may feel very dry as far as emotion goes. Okay. And so that may remind you wholeheartedly that it's someone else in your midst, or that you're energetically connected to, that's going through it. But I really feel like the state of your mind is taking a focus at certain points where Spirit's saying, why are we overthinking? What is Spirit saying to you? Is it too much? Your dreams will come into play. Wow, the messages are coming through quite randomly. But I really feel like at certain points there's going to be a need to rebalance things out for yourself. Taking a look at yourself in the mirror at certain points and pinpointing where you want things to improve, but Spirit saying don't be so judgmental towards yourself. There's enough people in this world that are going to judge you, right? But I feel like all the meanwhile you could be feeling quite judgmental at certain points in regards to other people, okay? Whether that's how they live, work, could be both, how they're dressing, appearing. It just feels like you have a lot of knowledge that you're going to need to tap into moving forward. And you're going to be reminded of all that you've been through and what you're made out of, and how much knowledge, once again, that you've gained over time that's going to be needed and has been purposeful, even if it didn't feel like it. All right. There's a very independent vibe about you where you enjoy your alone time, but you do enjoy connecting with people, but only if it's the right type of energy and the right type of connecting and the right moment for you. Let me take a deep breath and recognize that things are working out in my favor. Again, luck is on my side. It does feel like a bit of an overwhelming and then at times underwhelming kind of next 48 for you, but a purposeful one where Spirit's saying there's so many happy moments and levels of success and prosperity lying ahead for you, okay? So if this was truly helpful, I'm sending you so much love and light, Libra. Go enjoy your next 48, and I'll see you next time.